Alrighty, then we are back. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. Another power stream. Basically, you can check out the power stream playlist. This is basically where we combine Lions and Pistons talk in a live stream. So, kind of building up, a nice version of it so far. We're going to talk today about can the Lions, roll into the playoffs as a number one or number two seed. In addition to that, we also going to speak on um, what do the Pistons need to do after 24 straight losses? I think tomorrow they play Brooklyn or is it Utah? They play Utah tomorrow at Little Caesar. So I think that might be their best chance to get a win. But I guess we can do the honors of talking about the Pistons first half of the video, and then the second half we're rolling to the Lions. Shout out to the brother Trey Finesse. Appreciate you for tapping in. Don't forget, hit the link tree. Find me everywhere there. This will be up on Spotify tonight. So you can listen to it on Spotify 100% free. Make sure you just follow or subscribe to the podcast, whatever they got going over there. So I do appreciate that. Make sure you thumbs up the video. Shout out to Benjamin Foe. Let me know if you want to come on, bro. I seen John Morant had the city turned up down there in Memphis yesterday. It was in Oklahoma City though, but he had me turned up last night. Ain't gonna lie. I almost ordered some John Morant, some Ja ones. I wouldn't wear them though, but I just put them up as a collector's item. I bought some Anthony Edwards shoes. I just bought the orange pair just to. I don't know if I'm gonna wear them. I might just put them up as a collector's item or whatever. So, um, but the black and white Anthony Edwards, I'm gonna wear them motherfuckers straight up and down. I might wear the orange ones. It depends how I feel. I haven't wore the KD 16s yet. I got the New York versus New York KD 16s. I ain't wore them. So I got a couple shoes. I just sent it through the chat. I got a couple shoes that I'm probably gonna buy that I pretty much ain't probably got plans on wearing them, just putting them up. But yeah, Jordan just released his spring lineup. I only want the black and red and gray fours. That's the only ones I'm a really fight to get for real. I like them, and yeah, I got them right here. Shit. I ain't put them up. I ain't put them up in my collection yet. It's right here. I showed them on my other channel yesterday. Right here. Motherfucking box. Let's see. Ordered them Saturday. Foot Locker on playing in Detroit. My homie ordered them out in Oakland, and his don't come until Friday. I ain't worn them. Yeah, they orange. It's a reason why he came out with orange flush. Something to do with something to do with his mother and his grandmother. I can't remember. And then they kind of consider this. They consider this red, the Adidas sign red in the back. But yeah, I got some
good.
Hell yeah, I hear you. I got
I
some
like
hard,
them.
yeah, I got some Harden. I got some Hardens, not the last ones. I think the Volume 7.
Yeah, I don't know any Harden shoes. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I got some Harden shoes, and I would show. Let me see. I'll post. I ain't about to go dig in my closet, but I'll show you. I got some. I'm about to show you.
What's the
I
name
was
of them?
I think they Volume 7s. I could be wrong. No, they 6s. My bad. I was supposed to get the 7s. I like the way the
Oh wait,
6s
those are
look.
ones look kind of like Yeezys a little bit.
No, these the 7s. These the ones I got real quick. I'm about to show real quick. Hold on. Hold on. Them. I think the ones you talking about is the volume. Hold on. The volume 6s, volume 7s or 8s. But I was supposed to get the 7s, but I like the 6s better. Hold on. I only wore
You
these
seen
once.
you seen him bringing out the patent leather Air Force Ones
Yeah,
next
I
year?
seen. Yeah, I seen them.
I gotta grab those. Those are some of my favorite shoes, the patent leather Air Force Ones.
Yeah, these are volume 6. These are the ones I grabbed. They was like half off when I grabbed them earlier this year. Yeah, them motherfuckers impressive.
I ain't never seen
They
those.
impress. I ain't. Yeah, they the volume 60 bushes. They got a basketball fit to them like a motherfucker. But yeah, man, he's pretty impressive, dude. But You talking about either you talking
They
about
look like weight.
yeah, you talking about yeah, they are good basketball fit. You talking about these?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, these ones I was gonna get, but I like them better. But then I think he got some eights that came out too. His
They
shoes
low key
solid.
look like the Kobe's too.
Yeah. These the eights he got coming out. I don't know about all them, but yeah. I like Kyrie shoes too with Edna. He got some shoes with Edna I like a lot.
I ain't seen those.
I mean, I'll pull them up
I
before
was
we.
never big on Kyrie's.
Well, you know he ain't with Nike no more. They dropped his ass.
Yeah, I was never with
He was
the last new person shoe I bought was like I think LeBron like a long time ago. It's been a long
yeah,
time.
he got a lot of times I'll just be buying them as collector items at this point. These are the ones I want to get. Yeah, and they got some fire gear though, bro. You know, Clay Thompson with them too. They a big I want to say
It's D Wade too, right?
I'm not sure if it's Edna for D Wade. He might
That's
be.
Ling Ning. That's Ling Ning or something like that.
Yeah. So Clay Thompson, they got some hella gear, man, for real though. That's some hard ass gear, though. So I'm thinking about I'm probably gonna get a pair of these, bro.
You don't collect jerseys?
I used to, but nah, I got a couple. I got a
That's
couple.
what I've been collecting. I didn't kind of get out of the shoes. I started collecting jerseys.
If I start collecting jerseys, it's gonna be memorabilia jerseys, shit that framed
Yeah,
that
that's the
so
ones
they
I
can
get. The
sign.
Mitchell and this.
Yeah. Once they gonna sign and
Authentics.
shit. Yeah, I think Brian Branch was just at he was just doing a signing at one of the store. I think he was there at it's a mall. What is it, Lakeside over there in whatever it's called in Sterling Heights. So yeah, he was doing some things out there. They do signings out there, and they do signings at 12 Oaks too. I missed Ivo last year too. I was mad as hell about that one.
Who?
Allen Iverson.
Bro. Ain't
Yeah,
no
he
way
did
I
this.
would have missed it. There's no way I would have missed
I ain't know. So
that.
I walked in. Shit,
Bro, that
I ain't
is
know.
crazy.
Yeah, I ain't know till I walked in, dog. Like he was like, yeah, you just missed Iverson. But you know, they got memorabilia that they sign and then they sell at the stores and shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
yeah,
That's one of them ones.
I was mad as hell about. That's my favorite player of all time.
Yeah, he for sure my top five favorites.
Yeah, he my favorite. My top five kind of like it's Iverson, KG, Reggie Miller, Kobe, Kevin Garnett, and my top, and then Tim Duncan after that. Yeah. But yeah, let's start off with the Pistons or whatever, right, man? So what you think they need to do to, start to get on track? I don't think a trade is gonna help. I think there's some other dysfunction going on with the Pistons.
I just think it's so far gone. It's just like it's kind of hard because me and my homeboy, he a Pistons fan. We try to talk about like what could they do. It's just like it's just so far gone. Like you can start from the big men. None of them are good screen setters. None of them are great shooters.
I mean, you can
Alec
coach.
Burks.
I mean, I think you can coach the screen set, and I think that's not a problem. But yeah,
Yeah,
keep.
it's just you're gonna have to be a great screen setter because when you have a, I was listening to a podcast. When you have a guy like Kate, he's not like a lot of guards where he's real
He can get.
shifty and quick and get to his spot. It's like he's going to have that big body screen setter who can maybe pick and pop at times and
Or he could
kind
be
of
like,
guard
or he
defense
going
on
to
folks.
be like, he got to be like Paul
Steven
Pierce.
Adams.
He got to be like Paul Pierce and Luca. Just got to get his shot off. Had to shoot over. He had to create space with his body.
Because I remember I told you a long time. I never thought, I thought Kate was, I never really compared him to Luca. I don't remember I called like kind of like Steve Smith. I don't know if he's so much Luca because Luca's just a different animal, bro. Like he's finishing like at 81% at the rim right now in the half court at the rim.
But he also getting calls too.
Yeah, because he absorbs the contact. He likes to use his body.
Well, he getting calls because he popular. K didn't get no calls in Detroit. If he was anywhere else, he probably be getting calls.
A lot of times I will say about Cade, a lot of times I don't know if you ever noticed, he uses the off arm to create separation instead of absorbing the contact. He does that a lot.
Yeah. I think it's something that he got to learn to absorb the contact and then go up. I mean, uh, I know. I remember people probably not gonna remember this guy. Randy Foye was really good at getting
From the
to your
Clippers,
body. He played in the Clippers, Villanova. He was really good at getting to your body and finishing through contact. So I mean, we got two guards that can't finish through contact. I mean, even three. Ivy, Killian, and K got issues finishing through contact.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to Ivy.
I
I
think
don't know.
Ivy just he learning to harness his speed. You can see he learning to kind of slow down right now
I
and
mean, even
finish
at
at
the
the
rim,
rim.
I don't think he's done but one time this year.
I mean that's true, but then again,
Because I was wondering if there was like an underlying injury or something we didn't hear about. That's why I was kind of wondering. Like
it might not be enough space in there with Isaiah Stewart and with Dern. They don't call a lot of high pick and rolls neither, to be honest. And that go back to your point saying those guys are not good screen setters.
they're not. They're
You
terrible.
don't really see them clear the side out and go two man with Stewart, or Stewart is probably their best screen setter, but they don't go like a lot of two man with Duran or Bagley and K. Two man pick and roll is deadly. I will give them that. They got a really
Yeah,
good rapport as far as they two man pick and roll, but at the
that's
same
because Bagley.
time,
So it's not so much his screen set; it's just he can operate more further away from the basket. So you kind of have to worry about him. As far as Durant, this is like go under because we rather K shoot it than him just pass to Durant or K get a wide open shot. So
and that's where K got to be able to make that 10-foot automatic, where they got to be him and Ivy got to get a floater.
either that or he just has to get his 3 point shot up to another par.
Well, when you on that pick and roll, I mean, he should be able to get to that elbow and rise up. If they going under the pick and roll, then you're right. You know,
Yeah. Oh,
it
they're
just
going to go. They're going to go under. They're going to go
but I
under.
but I just think at this point the dysfunction is just it's starting at the top.
Yeah,
I
it's always at
mean,
the top.
I just think the owner, he ain't said nothing. He don't give a hell. And then at the same time, he vetoed what Troy Weaver wanted to do and sign Kevin Ollie. I think what he could have allowed him to do is get Kevin Ollie. If it looked like this, fire both they ass when he felt like it. Then you could have went to got Monty Williams. You could have said, Monty, who you want to be your GM. That's as simple as that. I mean, this was done backwards. You did it to Troy Weaver twice. You sat there and you stuck him with Dwayne Casey and you stuck him with Monty Williams. So really, he got an excuse on
And from
why.
what I heard, I was to podcast this morning. Uh, it's more of Monty Williams wants Killian in the starting lineup more than the organization does too. I don't know if you heard that.
I mean, yeah, that's been going around, and at the end of the day, then Troy Weaver drafted him. Troy Weaver got the power to trade him. If that's what he feel like, that's what he feel like. I mean, at the end of the day, don't let the kid Ivy career suffer because move him then.
I
Move
think the
him.
bigger problem is I think the organization doesn't really. If you listen to like you just read what the beat writers are saying, they kind of give you. They're basically
They're
like a ear
divided.
for them.
They're
No, I'm talking
divided.
about it's not talking about so far as the organization doesn't really see this team as a problem. Like they just see it like, oh, we just need to tweak some things here. And then, but your average fan
No,
just sees it like
that's
this is
that's that
horrible.
that's probably coming from somebody who don't have no job security, which is the lowest man on the totem pole financially, and that's Troy Weaver.
Yeah, and that's what I'm
That's
because
what
it's
that's
just
what
like
that's
it's
that's
no
that's what
way
that's
you
the
can look at
only
this.
that's the only guy that's serving that cherry pie, dude. That's the guy who don't have any job security. He don't. They only extend him for 1 year. You forgot that. You got a
There's
dude that's
no way
it's
you can look at this team and says, okay, because we were at a point where we were thinking, oh, well, I wasn't thinking like, oh, we just need Bogdanovich and Alec Burks to come back. Like, if you're depending on them to win a game, you are far, far down the NBA totem pole. Like,
and
you
I
at the bottom.
and then you talk about he goes out there and get Joe Harris and he ain't did a goddamn thing.
You know how much
But
money you making this year too?
it was a salary dump. But to be fair, Cam Johnson ain't did a goddamn thing in Brooklyn either.
That's true.
So I mean, at the end of the day, Joe Harris' contract come off the books. You would have been stuck with 4 more years of,
But
of
I
Cam
mean,
Johnson.
at this point, we can't say what Cam Johnson would have did here. You know, it's a whole different
But I mean, if
thing.
the if the sink if this ship going down and Brooklyn selling, I imagine that he probably would be fucking sinking in Detroit.
But I guess to my point, it's kind of like, let's say that money comes out the books. Who wants to come to a team that's probably going to be
But then
four
you
and
got,
seventy eight?
but like Rasheed Wallace said, you got to start signing some of these youngest contract about to start coming up. So they got decisions they got to make.
Oh yeah. I was watching
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
yeah. So they got decisions they got to make, and at the end of the day, if you know that's Troy Weaver leaking out that they need to tweak, man, what they need to do is get everybody on the same page.
And on top of
And
this,
then
you paid Beef Stew like so early. It was so unnecessary.
that's
You
still a
paid Mark
contract. That's
Bagley.
still a,
No,
yeah. That's you still can move those contracts. That's not a problem. You can move Isaiah Stewart tomorrow. It's a lot of them guys valuing guys. They putting value on guys in this organization that's holding the organization back. That's the best way I could put it as the second problem. You know, Wiseman. I mean, if you're gonna allow Wiseman to get a fair shot, you don't allow Bagley to get his fair shot. He just can't stay healthy.
I
Let
think
Wise
when I say that, it kind of means like when you pay him that early, it shows good players like, oh, they don't know what they're doing. Why are you paying a guy like this $60 million? It
but
shows things like,
he in demand though. They can
I
move.
mean, we hear that, but
They can move him tomorrow. I'm not saying they gonna get. I mean, I don't even know what fair trade value is for him, but you
because we're
can move
saying
him
he's in
tomorrow.
demand, but you know who this information's come from Pistons beat writers. It ain't coming from
Well,
Boston
Boston has
Celtics beat
been.
writers.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it could
We
be.
don't we don't know what the value is.
That's true. But you know, if you can move him, you can move him. You can move back.
I heard something about Sam Hauser or something. Like what? Like that's it?
I'll take that. Fuck you mean?
Yeah, I mean, of course, but I mean, yeah, it is what it
I
is at
mean,
this
what you
point.
expecting to get back from him? Nothing. I want cap relief. Even if ain't nobody coming. If you're gonna be bad, at least be bad at having the bare minimum threshold. Don't be bad and had a higher salary cap. That's double whammy. If I'm them personally, I just think they all need to sit. They need to decide, man. Monty, do you want to coach this or not? We can, if you don't want to be here, look here. No hard feelings. We can reach a buyout, or you can walk away right now. That's what I
Well,
was. I was just having in the room by myself. Ask them, do you want to be here in the long haul? We kind of force you to take the job. We can split this shit. We can be gone. You can go your way. You go. We'll pay you for the rest of the year, whatever. Peace.
bro, I'm real with you. I don't watch it. As crazy as it sounds, I watch every single game. Monty do not look like he even slightly cares, bro.
We
Like
knew
at
it. I
all.
mean, we even if he didn't say he was here for monetary reasons, he already pretty much we knew it. So at the end of the day, you if you Tom Gores, you just step to him. You say, man, if you want to be here, you don't. I just think they really need to clean. I think he need to sell the team. His advisors suck. Stefanowski, Arn Tellerman, they suck. Troy Weaver, I don't know what he's doing, to be honest. So to be honest with you, I just really think they need to clean the house out. Keep two of the Pistons that you really like, and I would say one of those would be a Short Thompson. And I think it's a question of whether you keep Kay Cunningham. To be honest,
Man, I
I think
like
the
Cade. I mean, I
only
like
two
Cade.
only two I'm probably keeping is Durn and a Short Thompson for sure.
You really got high? I'm not super. I guess I'm not a Duran hater, but I'm not as. I guess I'm just not as high
He's
as.
just too young, too
I don't think
young,
it's
too much.
necessarily that. I just kind of look at the landscape in the NBA. I don't know if he can. I don't know if he'll ever reach that kind of level where centers are getting there now.
I mean, where are they getting at? It's only like
I
two or
mean,
two or three top
yeah,
centers.
because it's like the Celtics. They said, okay, well, you got Jokic and
Come on,
Embiid
Denver Nugget.
and Brook Lopez.
I
Okay,
mean,
well, we'll go try
man,
to match that somewhat and go
that
get
nigga,
Porzingis.
that nigga 60. I ain't worried about Brook Lopez. You got Embiid and Jokic, and that's it.
Brook Lopez will be the second, probably the best player on our team right now.
No, I'm not going that far. Not now. Maybe when he was averaging 20, 20 and 10, I'll be like, okay, not
He
right
probably
now.
shoot better 3-1% than everybody on this whole
For
team.
sure. I'll give him that for sure. 40-year-old Brook Lopez,
He'd be
for
the best
sure.
defender and best 3-point shooter on this
Yeah,
team today.
for sure. I'll give him that. He definitely best shooter by shot block. But I mean, where are we going with it? I think Durant could be better than Jaren Jackson. I think he can be
Uh,
better than Vujovic. I think he could be better than Chris. I mean, it's hard to gauge Porzingis, bro, too, because he ain't never healthy. But when he clicking, I mean, I think he right behind Embiid and behind Jokic, to be honest. But he ain't never clicking for too long. I think he'd be with
my fault.
Zubac.
Who'd you say? Who'd you say?
Uh, Porzingis. When he healthy, I think he right behind Jokic and
Yeah,
Embiid.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean,
he can
he
shoot
ain't
from
never.
deep. He can shoot from
Yeah,
real deep.
he can defend the rim. He ain't never held. But I think Durant could be there, right there with the Goberts, the Clint Capellas, The Zubat, I think he'd be better than Nurkic and DeAndre Ayton. I think he'd be a top 5 center. I don't think that's hard to be though. I ain't saying that's like, oh, you the top 5. When you start talking about top 5 guards, point guards, shooting guards, and I think that's tough. I mean, people kind of debating this SGA one of the top, guards in the league, and it's hard to keep denying that young man too.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, it's hard, but like I said before, I think Durn could be a top 5. I don't think that's hard.
I mean, if you had to compare it to somebody, who would it be?
Probably
Capella.
no,
Better Capella.
no. I mean, Capella really good defensively. I mean, I today,
I forgot Miles Turner too. He can do a lot of things too.
but he ain't. Miles Starter could shoot. Yep. I wouldn't say that. I would say
because I don't think he has a skill set of Bam. People try to compare him to Bam, but Bam has a
no,
way
he ain't
better.
Bam. He not Bam. No,
He
shout out
has
to
a better
Bam
skill
too.
set.
I only can really describe him. Maybe I think his floor is like a Dale Davis.
You got anybody in today's game that you could probably?
I think his ceiling. I probably don't have nobody today. His ceiling might be a better defensive Sean Kemp.
Yeah,
Maybe not as explosive. I really can't tell. He's so young.
but even Sean Kemp will take the midi.
Yeah. I think.
This his game. I'm not, like I like Durn, but his game is just like
Maybe worse Dale because Dale maybe worse like a Dale Davis. Probably at his best, he might end up being the best. It depends how he develops. I think I like the way he
and then
handled
you
the
talking about
ball.
a team that got terrible development. So
I think that's what people say. Well, if they would have bought, your boy darkness, somebody else get Keegan Miller, Keegan Murray would be fucking dying here too.
oh, he went crazy the other night. You seen him?
Yeah, 45. You seen darkness. They traded Drummond with somebody. We should have got. He would have been dying here too. I mean, it's player development. How many guys left the Pistons and actually got their role on? Chris Middleton, Aaron
Bruce
Aflalo,
Brown.
Bruce Brown. They got rid of Bruce Brown because Troy Weaver traded him because he missed a meeting during or what you call it, a voluntary workout because during COVID. So he traded him. He said he was saying it on the podcast like last year. So it's a lot of guys that Spencer did with him that they had here.
I was high on them with you too. I was high.
It was a lot of guys they had here that flourished in other places. So player development has been a problem going back to them pulling Tayshaun Prince out the deep freezer versus Tracy McGrady in the first round. They about to get eliminated. I mean, Darko would have been good if they had better player development. They just don't believe in playing. They don't believe in playing young guys, bro. I mean, Tayshaun Prince spent 4 years playing for legendary coach Tubby Smith. Why wouldn't he been ready for the Pistons? I mean, player development has been a big player development and player selection in the draft has been a very, very big red flag for the Pistons. And what make it more what's making it so troubling is guys like Tyrese Maxey, Devon Mitchell. Some of these guys say I had my best workout. I thought I was going to Detroit. You know what I'm saying? And they go pick Kyle. What's my man's the white boy Luke Kennard. They go pick KCP over Giannis. And I mean,
I give people KCP over Giannis. I give people that.
I won't.
I give you that.
I won't.
It's just at that time, foreign guys wasn't. It was
I won't. Donnie Wash was trying to draft him. I forgot who they ended up drafting.
Because it was somebody that messed it up for everybody that drafted foreign guys. I forgot who it was.
Man, you can't look at that shit. That's like saying Ohio State quarterbacks ain't shit. I mean, CJ Stroud turned to the table. He turned because Justin Fields a SEC guy.
It's just drafting them foreign guys. You might get Giannis, you might get Thon Maker.
Is Jordan your top 5? Absolutely not. He's not one of my favorite basketball players, but I respect him. He said for the Lions. Michael said for the Lions to get there. We ain't get there yet. He said I watched Monty. I watched Monty Wood's press conference and dude looked like he couldn't care less. He just collecting checks. I mean, shit. When you lost your wife and he talking about all the shit he went through, man. I mean, how can he be focused on this? They should have just when he didn't want the job. You can't force nobody to take no job. He said, "Why would you trade Stewart? Would you trade Stewart? I don't even know who the hell Nas Reeves is. That's the dude up there in Minnesota.
So jelly, yeah, the jelly
I'm
guy.
not sending no first round pick for that dude." He said John Hammond drafted Giannis, didn't he? Wasn't he with the Pistons?
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. I was just about to say that. As soon as we
Wasn't he
got
with the
rid of him, he
Pistons?
drafted Giannis.
Man, they probably wouldn't have listened to the motherfucker no way.
I think he went to Orlando after that. He might be
So,
retired now.
I mean, it is what it is, man. But I just think at this point, I think their biggest issue with the Pistons right now
Oh, if we
is that,
drafted Giannis, he'd probably be Sekou.
man, you ain't lying. The biggest issue with the biggest issue with the Pistons right now, they don't have no rapport.
No scouting team is terrible.
I mean, I wouldn't even say that. They probably competent. They just doing whatever they want to do. You know,
Mm-hmm.
they probably doing whatever. They probably telling them to who to take, and they probably going the opposite way.
But it's no some men you done had better draft picks.
Man,
They
it
have.
don't matter who they it don't matter who they drafted. It don't matter
Then
who
I
they
think like
draft.
two out of the top, maybe three out of the top three. I think it's two or three out of three that guys can't shoot
You know, and they
in the
ain't
top
developed
three.
and they ain't developed none of these ninjas into shooters yet. Not Cade, not Killian, not Ivy, not Duran.
Yeah, sad
So
man. Sad.
so yeah, that's that shit wild. But I just think they need to have a serious conversation with Monty Williams. I just think right now it's easy to say in hindsight, but they should have let that man hire Kevin Ollie because guess what? You
Well,
could
do
have
you trust Troy Weaver with another move? Do you even trust? I don't
no,
even.
no, he
Yeah, I don't
gotta
even trust
go.
him.
He gotta
I don't
go.
trust him.
Everybody gotta go.
I don't
Everybody
trust
gotta go. He need more. He need to go ahead and sell this team, bro. But the hard part is gonna be somebody eating that $100 million contract.
what you talking about.
Monty Williams contract.
Oh, they don't come out the salary cap.
But that still come out somebody's pocket.
Oh yeah, just Tom Gores. They don't come out nobody else.
If he sell the team, what you
Oh,
mean?
we're not. Tom Gordon not gonna sell the team because with the expansion thing coming.
The team new TV deal?
Yeah, no, you know how two new teams are supposed to be two expansion teams are coming to the NBA basically.
Yeah. New
So
TV
when
deal.
that if and when that happens, he'll get like an extra couple hundred million just for when they come into the NBA, like
Yeah.
for when they add teams. So he's not going to like. So people can stop saying that. Like he's going to get at least another half a billion just for them joining new teams come to the NBA.
Yeah. Then you fucked in.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere. You think
Then
he's
you
gonna leave
fucked.
$400 or $500 on the table? You must be
He
crazy.
gonna get he can probably get $1 billion for the Lions. Jeff Bezos will give him $1 billion for it.
Yeah, he
I
gonna
mean
wait
for the
to get that money.
Pistons. Huh?
He gonna wait and get that money.
I mean, why you can get it right now? Bezos gonna overpay.
Oh, Bezos gonna take the team to Mars or something. Yeah, ain't gonna have no
He
teams
gonna
out
be
there.
hooping, be hooping with the Monstar. He ain't gonna move the team. He gonna keep their ass right where they at. If he, I mean, shit, then he might as well go buy Vegas. Then, yeah, that's the thing about it. He might as well go buy Vegas or Seattle or it's either Vegas, Seattle, or Minnesota or New Mexico City. I don't know who the fuck going down to Mexico to play. He said Monty Williams has been a bust. I mean, yeah, he has. Stewart, Liver, Hayes, Bagley, Wiseman all can go. I like to see Wiseman get a fair shake though.
Oh, Livers can definitely go.
He ain't never
Woo.
he ain't never healthy.
No, he has been. I think he's like 0 for 13 in the last 3 games from 3 points.
But shit, at the end of the day, you know, you gotta let him get a rhythm though.
That boy ain't got no rhythm.
Yeah, he been out all he ain't really played no games.
He been playing. He just been breaking every shot he took. He
I
been
mean,
playing.
I'm talking about he been injured so much.
Oh yeah, but say yeah. He played him 4 minutes the other night. Took him out. He was so
Y'all,
terrible.
y'all, y'all think everybody gonna come back like John Morant? Hell no.
I'm tell you like this: it's a cutthroat league. You can't guess what? China.
He probably go over there and be the next star five Marbury for real. One of my homies, he the man in one of them damn cities over there and shit in them countries over there. That motherfucker on billboards and everything. He the man. Let's talk about the Lions and shit, man. They can clinch a They can clinch a 1, 2 seed, 3 seed. I think they clinch a playoff berth if
They beat Minnesota.
no, even before that. I think if Seattle lose,
Oh, that was yesterday. I
uh,
mean, the other day.
nah, this week.
No, I'm saying they already
This,
lost.
this week, if
I
Seattle
mean, one.
lose, I think they play Thursday, don't they?
No, they already played.
No, I'm talking about this week. I'm talking about this new week coming up.
So they
You see what
played
I'm
this
saying?
Sunday.
I'm talking about yeah. Seattle played. That's Monday night. You know, this week 16 now.
So who do
You
they
see what I'm
play this
saying?
week?
Um, hold on. I'm trying to find an article I read.
I'm not as well versed about football. I don't know you in
So
detail.
apparently, okay, I'm gonna make sure I get this right. This ain't the article I seen, but
So they're like 7-7, right?
so Detroit may have a very difficult final three straight stretch. Trip to Dallas, Minnesota. I'm trying to look at the scenarios.
Because if they would have lost Monday, we'd have been in. That's what it was.
Yeah,
I know that.
yeah, but then this week if they lose, hold on. Here we go. I think I found the article. Um, see, I think this is it. Let me see. So here we go. Here we go. So this week, if they beat the Lions, if the Lions beat the Vikings on Sunday, that's one scenario. That's the easiest scenario. If the Rams lose or tie the Saints on Thursday, that's the game I meant. But or Seattle lose or tie the Vikings on Sunday. So if they just beat the Vikings on Sunday in Minnesota, they in. If they don't
But
beat
we
the
play the Vikings
Vikings,
this Sunday.
that's what I'm saying. If the Lions beat the Vikings on Sunday, they in.
Okay.
But if they don't beat the Lions, they have to have the Rams or Seahawks tied Thursday or
Okay. Okay.
Sunday.
Okay. 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 I see what you're
That-
saying now.
so yeah, they don't have to. I mean, you will want to win. You will want that momentum going into uh the Dallas game because that's probably gonna be the biggest game of the year.
That's at home, right?
Yeah, because Dallas got Miami this week. Then they got Detroit. Then I think Dallas ends. I think Dallas ends off with the Commanders. I think it might be the Commanders. So I mean, and then the Philly end off with 2 games versus the
The
Giants,
Giants. Yeah.
and then the middle is the Arizona Cardinals, which Arizona kind of been fired since Kyler Murray came back low key. So yeah, they end off with the Commanders. Yeah, so we trying to get that number 1 seed. Then the 49ers, they got to lose to the Ravens this
They
week.
Ravens. Okay.
So we'll be big Lamar fans this week. And then I mean, the thing about the 49ers is the thing that
So where's
derailed
that
them.
game at? The Niners Ravens game. Where's that game at?
It's in the 49er land.
Oh.
So I don't think that's a problem, to be honest. I really don't. I think the
What's
49ers
their
built.
record at home?
I
I
think
think
the
they
40
undefeated, aren't they?
yeah, but I think the 49ers got a type of team that's gonna travel. No, they lost one at the crib. Yeah, they lost
Yeah,
one.
because they lost 3 in a row. They had to lose at least one at home.
Yeah, so um but I think, and people ask me who the most dangerous team to the 49ers is, I think it's the Rams.
Rams.
Yeah, you want to know why I say it's the Rams? Division opponent.
Donald.
The
Oh, I think
yeah,
about
a
to say Donald.
division opponent, bro. Division, in my opinion, a division opponent is deadly. That's why the Minnesota game scare a lot of people because they're a division opponent.
Let's see who we lost to.
Yeah, I mean it's a division opponent. So we haven't played the Rams yet, but to the Lions' benefit, they sat Josh Dobbs and made him the third string. I think that's a mistake versus the Lions because the Lions struggle versus mobile quarterbacks. So if the Lions come out here and get this game, if they get the Dallas game, the Lions probably gonna be the biggest threat, to the 49ers. But I think the number one threat to the 49ers, to be honest with you, is injuries. If one of them motherfuckers go down for the 49ers, they in trouble, bro. If it's Trent Williams, obviously it's every quarterback in the league. If it's Trent Williams, if it's Christian McCaffrey, Debo Samuels, or Brock Purdy, if one of them go down, they in trouble.
Who did the Niners all lose to this year?
The Bengals, the Browns, all back to back. Bengals, Browns, and they lost to the Vikings on Monday night. Remember that? Or was that Sunday night? Yep.
Yeah, that was Kirk Cousins' last game, right? I think that was.
Yeah, that was his last game.
Yeah.
You know they got the worst cornerback duo in the league, the 49ers.
Nah, I didn't know.
Yep, they got the worst cornerback duo in the league. You know the difference between us and them though?
What?
They generate pass rush.
Yeah, you got Chase Young trying to.
The 49
restrict him.
the Eagles. Eagles, Steelers, Lions. I think tied for like the second worst. But the Chargers is like the Chargers. I think the Chargers in there, but the worst is the 49ers by far. The worst is the 49ers have the worst starting cornerback duo in NFL. And I think the Lions, the adjustment the Lions can make, they can be better at corner. Just put Melifanu at the starting cornerback position and make Jerry Jacobs the backup. It's simple as that.
Do you think we go 3-0 these next 3 games?
I wouldn't bet on it, Johnny.
Well, I know you don't like to make predictions, so I ain't gonna ask you.
I'm not going to make a prediction. But what I will tell you is the one thing I don't like is Ben Johnson is a little bit too pass happy.
Oh yeah. It's been a lot of people talking about that.
If they not stopping the fucking run, guess what I'm doing?
Running.
I'm gonna run the fucking ball till they stop it. I'm gonna keep running the ball till they stop it. And then another thing that I think he figured out was they is zero in on St. Brown and Sam Laporta over the middle. Jared Goff is going to have to throw the ball to Reynolds and Jameson Williams and Donovan Peoples-Jones. He has to throw the ball outside the numbers. If he can consistently throw the ball outside the numbers, they win. But I don't like the way the ball coming out his hand, bro. I don't like it. Even in that Broncos game, he throwing too many ducks.
Yeah. He still didn't get the ball of JMO either, really.
Yeah, like the ball is fluttering coming out of his hand. It's not coming out like it was coming in the beginning of the season.
Yeah, that's like that ball. Point, we can do. Got to just live with it.
Outdoors and indoors, it's something that's physically wrong with him.
I think he has small hands.
I mean, in the beginning of the season, that wasn't a problem. The ball was jumping out his hand in the beginning of the season. So did his arm get tired? I don't know. But they gotta find if they can get the ball, if they can run the ball and they get the ball outside the numbers. The secondaries in the NFC are very, very putrid. I mean, you could say, that what's the kid name in Dallas? That was even with Dallas, man, that kid was getting cooked. Deron Lamb, what's his name?
Yeah, but they were playing.
When they got the pick six,
better quarterback though.
Yeah, he was getting cooked. You just can't. If you give him a pick, if you give him opportunity for a pick, he gonna take it. I mean, you look at all the secondaries. I mean, the Rams secondary ain't shit. The 49ers secondary ain't shit. The Lions secondary ain't shit. The Eagles secondary ain't shit. I don't even think they're gonna get in, bro. I mean, they solid. They ranking in fantasy football and shit. I just know that going off that.
Do all three of those games come on at the same time?
No. You're talking about the Saints, the Titans, and the Lions?
Yeah.
The Saints is on Thursday. The Saints and the Titans, the Saints and the Rams and Saints is Thursday night.
Okay.
The Seahawks and the Titans, which the Titans should have won last week too, to be honest with you. They shouldn't let Case Keenum. I don't know how they let Case Keenum.
The Eagles should have won. We should already been in there.
I mean,
they crazy.
They've been getting by off the hair of their chinny chin chin, bro. They've been having problems all year, bro. I told you they peaked too early. Yeah, the Rams and the Lions in the Seahawks game come on at the same time. They peaked too early. That's why when the Lions went through their bump in the road, that's going to happen in the season. Teams are going to get filmed. They're going to make adjustments. That bump in the road is going to happen. The 49ers had a bump in the road. The Cowboys had their little issue. And the Seahawks on the road in Tennessee too. They had their issue. The Eagles going through their issues right now. But the Eagles might catch fire again, though. But not giving Matt Patricia the clipboard, though. Did you see Matt Patricia? What he ran on that play they lost? Oh,
See, they got an interception.
no. On the play they lost on the go ahead touchdown in Jackson Smith and Jigba. Did you see the play he ran?
Nah.
He ran in a situation where you should be protecting the end zone. He ran single high bump and run. So basically, he left one safety to protect the end zone, and he put his cornerback. Remember, Darius Slay out with a knee injury. He put his cornerbacks one-on-one in a jam scenario. So if they don't get pressure on the quarterback in the corner and the cornerbacks don't win at the line of scrimmage, it's over with. All Jackson Smith and Jigba had to do was beat James Bradbury off the line of scrimmage, which he did. That's it. That's all he had to do. It was a great throw by Drew Lock. But in that scenario, I'm not playing single high and jamming. In that scenario, you're going to play cover 4, cover 2, or 2-man under. You're going to keep 2 safety. You're going to prevent. You're going to protect the end zone. A field goal couldn't have beat you in that scenario.
Yeah.
So you got a single high safety. You got
so
one
that wasn't what
safety.
they call. So that wasn't what they call prevent defense, isn't that?
No, he had one safety up high, bro. Listen to me. He had
so
one.
Prevent is basically when you have them all back.
Basically, yeah. Okay. Maybe they wasn't like true, should have been in true prevent, but you want to have 2 safeties back. If I'm a bump and run, I'm going to have 2 safeties back. But the thing about it is Bradbury been getting burnt all year. So it ain't like Jackson Smith or Jigba is Deshaun Jackson now. Like he probably a 4 or 5 guy. So when I look at some of these teams, man, they got weaknesses, man.
So which team out of Dallas, Frisco, well, which team would you most want to see?
You talking about in the first round?
Yeah. First and second. First, give me your
first round. I probably would say
Rams.
Man, Stafford, come back and get a fucking win on us. Nope. Yep, that's exactly what the fucking happened. I
probably would say Lions stuff right there.
I probably would say the Vikings. I know beating a division opponent, playing them 3 times, that's tough.
Yeah, that's risky. Though. Man, I don't think I would want to play them, bro. I swear.
You want to play Seahawks? All right, then. Want to play the Rams? They beat us twice here already. I take the Vikings. I take the Vikings with a 3rd string quarterback all day. If I had to have another pick of the litter, I to be honest, the Rams been looking good the last few weeks, bro. Yeah. The Rams been looking good. They put some points up on a good Baltimore defense.
All you gotta do is get that little lead, and then somehow Stafford back start hurting. That's all you gotta do.
I mean, if I'm being real, Saints, Vikings. If I had to pull teeth between the Rams and the Seahawks, I'm gonna take the Seahawks just off the strength that Geno Smith ain't 100% and Kenneth Walker ain't 100%, just off the strength of that. But the Rams getting hot, bro.
Hey, Drew Lock, so he can get it done though.
Man, Drew Lock beat them, man. I'm done. I'm done. Don't even. What I'm gonna have to say is just gonna have to go straight on the Patreon page. It's too raw for YouTube. But what I would have to say though, I would have to wait a day or two for me to produce a video. I ain't gonna lie to you, no cap. I don't even want to be on here that emotional, bro. They gonna ban me.
Oh man.
But in the second round, I wouldn't mind going to see Dallas.
But then you gotta think we played them twice too.
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't mind going to see Dallas. It ain't like we ain't been there already before. Last year we would have won if we would have been healthy and Jamal Williams didn't have his first fumble in ever. That was his first fumble ever last year. We would have won that game. So I don't fear going to Dallas. They're gonna cheat. We know that. But one thing about you seen what Buffalo did to Dallas? You see what Buffalo did to Dallas? They ran over them motherfuckers.
I don't think they were cheaters, bro. I feel like we got like a lot of momentum.
Dog, Buffalo ran over them. I wouldn't mind going ahead in the second round. I know this ain't probably impossible. I wouldn't mind going to go ahead and just take out 49ers, bro. Get that shit out the way. I wouldn't mind taking them niggas out the way first. As long as we get a playoff win, I wouldn't mind. We playing with house money. They got all the pressure. If the 49ers don't win this year, it's probably a wrap.
Oh yeah, us if we just win the division, like that's like the Super Bowl for us.
I
Like it's like
think they got to get a playoff win. They get a playoff win. They talking about ticket sales jump up. They're gonna sell out season tickets like that. That's all
oh
they
yeah, you
got to
seen
do is get a playoff win.
yeah, they already boosted up the season tickets for next year.
That's supply and demand. People complaining about it. Many times you got a demand for something, the supply, you got to up the price.
Yeah,
I don't know if they teach econ no more, but like I'll tell you this, bro. And they got New Jersey coming next year, I think too. If
yeah, because they got the Hammers this year.
If they get a playoff win, and I know this probably ain't an viable. If they get the third, let's see, if they get the third seed, for that to happen, well, it's possible because if Dallas win their first round matchup and we win ours, or Philadelphia, I think Philadelphia gonna end up winning the division. So it's possible that we would. I would rather, if we get a win, I'd rather go take out the 49ers and play them because they got pressure on them. If the 49ers don't win it this year, I think they window close. I think it does. And then you got to remember the beef between Gardner Johnson and he back practicing with Deebo Samuels too. And the one thing about playing the 49ers, if you get a lead on them, Brock Purdy don't operate the same.
So I'm trying to figure how did the Vikings beat them? I really just don't remember. I remember watching the game.
Man, that's when he was on that. That's when they was missing like Deebo Samuels and Trent Williams.
True. Yeah, because I think he got injured.
He was throwing picks like a mug, and I think he threw a couple picks in that game too. Yeah, I think I put that in a parlay. I was mad in the mug.
I think Trent Williams got injured against Cincinnati, then he was out.
He threw for 400 yards. Kirk Cousins. He threw for 378 that game. I told you I got the worst cornerback duo in the league. The key to beating the Vikings, the key to beating the 49ers is to stop McCaffrey. Get a lead. That's what they did to him. He only had 45 yards on 15 carries. If you get the lead, they can't run McCaffrey like that. So if you get a nice lead, you stop McCaffrey, and I think that's, like I said, it's a tall test, and you tackle, you can beat them. That's where they get all. That's where they
third quarter though against these good teams.
That's where they get all their success from, and that West Coast system is yards after catch. Yak. If you don't wrap Brandon Ayuk up, if you don't wrap McCaffrey up, if you don't wrap Deebo Samuels up, you have to tackle playing the 49ers.
I've seen Deebo get so many yards just he was behind the line of scrimmage.
You have to tackle. You have to tackle them. And the thing about it is, Brock Purdy is the same quarterback as Jared Goff to a certain extent. What they like to do is run the ball, play action, and go over the middle. So you have to force him to go outside the numbers. Them quarterbacks who don't have strong arms, force him to throw. The thing about throwing outside the numbers, you got to have a good arm, but you got to have timing too. So I would just, in my opinion, I would shade everything on the inside. I would try to take away anything they got going on the inside. I'll give him anything on the outside. I would just make him he had to beat me on comebacks, 9 routes, corner routes, them digs, them ends, them drags, them shallow cross, them over routes. I'm taking all that shit away. He got to beat me outside the numbers. That's my opinion. He got to beat me outside the numbers.
I mean, we do have a top running defense right now.
They got a really good stop run defense, but McCaffrey can hurt you in the passing game too.
Yeah.
So you got, like I said before, when they play mobile quarterbacks, I think Tracy Walker moving the linebacker is the answer.
Because we'd be better off playing probably the 49ers than the Eagles. Because
I'd rather get the 49ers out the way. I probably will put Tracy Walker exclusively on Christian McCaffrey. Because one thing I know about Tracy Walker, that motherfucker gonna tackle. He gonna tackle. He ain't gonna get no picks, but he gonna tackle. But the adjustment that I think they need to make defensively, I'm moving Melifano to starting corner. That just don't it make too much fucking sense. Remember, he did a good job versus Devontae Adams on Monday night till he got injured a couple years ago. That's the game where your boy was holding his they kept calling holding on what's the boy name from New England?
Who I can't think of.
What's his name? The defensive end we paid all that money to. Y'all got
Oh,
mad.
you talking
They got mad because I said it was a bad signing and
I know who you're
shit.
talking about. I can't think of now. Man, I
Is it
can't think of
Trey
his
Flowers?
name.
Is it Trey
Flowers.
Flowers?
Trey Flowers. Trey
Yeah,
Flowers.
the DN. He said, "What quarterback y'all scared to play in the playoffs? I'm scared of. Yeah, probably Matthew Stafford. Anybody that can run. Stafford. Anybody that can run." Design say, "I hate how fans wanted J-Mo to fail and called him a bust. I don't think people called him a bust. I think people just got over emotional. But he was telling the truth about Jared Goff last year in so many words.
I
I
mean,
think
he
people
wanted
starting to see
Lamar
it.
Jackson. I mean, who? I mean, anybody with a brain would
Oh
take Lamar
man,
Jackson.
hey, niggas would have been holding up the Super Bowl trophy. We probably wouldn't have lost the game with Lamar.
Oh, they was hating on him too.
Yeah, for me, I told him at the barbershop, it's L&L for me. If the Lions don't win, I'm going with Lamar. No cap. Melifano is a lengthy corner. We need exactly athletic too. Who win in Baltimore, San Francisco?
Be more.
It might be a surprise, bro. The crazy thing about San Francisco is an injury can change everything. Same thing with Lamar Jackson. He ain't been injured yet. Knock on. Well, I don't believe in that no more. But an injury can change anything, bro. You got 3 weeks left, and a lot of these records coming down to the nitty gritty. I think I think I'm gonna tell you who my sleeper team is. And it could change right now. I'm gonna give you 2 sleeper teams on both sides, one on each side. Buffalo get in, they dangerous. And I'm gonna tell you why. Buffalo figured out if we run the fucking ball, they can't beat us.
I can't
If
get you. I can't go with Buffalo. I
I
can't.
can't, if they run the ball, they got a good defense. If they run the ball, Josh Allen is not gonna be turning the ball over like that no more.
But I know Josh
He
Allen
not.
he gonna
He
snap the
not.
ball. He gonna drop back.
But
It's gonna be an
think about this.
interception,
But think about this. What's the pressure? It's no
bro.
pressure.
So
Nobody expect him to win nothing.
I
There's no.
guarantee you, if they go to the playoffs, he is going to drop back and he is going to throw a turnover and lose the game.
But
I
but
can guarantee that.
the problem with that is if you throwing the ball 30 to 40 to 50 times in the cold, you play outdoors, of course that's going to happen. That it's bound to happen. If you throwing the ball 30, you can put Tom Brady in that scenario, especially if you going deep, you're going to throw a pick today.
Yeah, but he throws them at crucial moments too, though.
But look at the volume in which he's throwing the ball.
I'm
Look at that.
willing to bet.
I'm willing to bet, and I've been saying this for a long time about Buffalo. If they stay committed to the run game, bro, Buffalo going to the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, if he
Because
says yeah, okay, I'm gonna
if
let y'all run this ball many times, and yeah, I would agree with you.
he ran it 25. James Cook ran it, and the thing about it is, if they get momentum, they kind of got that feel to that Green Bay team. I'm not saying they're gonna have that team. If they can beat the Chargers, the Patriots, and they beat Miami the last game of the season, they got a lot of momentum going into. They got a lot of momentum going into the playoffs, bro. And nobody expect much out of Buffalo. With them kind of sneaking into the playoffs, not going to cold ass, but if they stick to the formula to running the ball, they're going to make the Super Bowl. Mark my
We can
words.
say that about the Lions.
That's different though. I mean, yeah, I made the case for the Lions. I said if the Lions get that one playoff win, get that monkey up there, nobody expect them to do nothing else. That's why I said I'd rather go take out the 49ers because they got more pressure. The 49ers windows is closing because guess what? You got to pay Brock Purdy, right? Brock Purdy still living with a roommate. Brock Purdy might be MVP. So all that Chase Young, Bosa, all some of them guys got to get the hell on. Their window is now. So, and my other sleeper team in the NFC, if they get in, and I've been saying this the whole time, The Los Angeles Rams. Cooper Kupp starting to look healthy. The only issue I got with the Rams is they too pass happy. I need them to run the ball a little bit more. But I think the Rams is dangerous because anytime Stafford can play with no pressure, ain't no pressure on them. It's no pressure. Him and Cooper Kupp starting to trying to start to find their rhythm. That Nwuko kid from BYU, he's starting to find his rhythm. The Rams and the Bills are the most dangerous. Now, my opinion might change in 3 weeks. They might slip up. But the Rams and Bills got two quarterbacks that don't play well with pressure on their play. No pressure on them. On the road, Aaron Rodgers was another guy. I knew they was going to win the Super Bowl when they won the Super Bowl over the Steelers. Wasn't no pressure. Anytime you put pressure on Aaron Rodgers, he don't perform well.
Well, I guess kind of like how your opinion can change in 3 weeks right now.
Yeah,
I
it
got
can
the
change in 3
Ravens.
weeks.
I got the Ravens so far. Like
The
I feel like
problem,
they're going to win the Super
the
Bowl.
problem, yeah, I just said I'm rooting for the Ravens, but the problem is Lamar ain't got injured yet.
I mean, that's anybody can get injured.
Historically, he been getting injured.
I mean, we can say Brock Purdy got his arm snapped last year, so.
Well, that was an anomaly. He was a rookie. But we know every year Lamar something happened with that. But he ain't running as much. They dropping back. Cool. But that's who I'm pulling for. But just looking at the trend of where this shit is trending at, as far as what I see when teams win the Super Bowl, conventional wisdom tell you 49ers and the Ravens. But history will also tell you that them two teams always some fluke shit happen. An injury, an upset, quarterback
Did they
arm.
clinch the number 1 seed yet?
Who?
The Ravens.
No. Now it's going to come all the way down to the end. They close. They're
Who's
11
behind
and
them?
3. They're 11 and 3. Only person that can really catch them. Well, mathematically, the Chiefs still can catch them. The only team that's close is the Dolphins. But the Dolphins got a hell of a schedule left. They got the Cowboys. We need them niggas to win that game. And Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, okay.
So, and I tell you this. I'll give you another sleeper team. I'll give you another one in the AFC. The Browns.
Without Deshaun Watson.
Without Joe Flacco over there throwing that mug, dog. I watched him this weekend. He threw some picks, but he over there slanging it. He's playing better than Deshaun was. Well, Deshaun was kind of getting it together. I think even with Joe Flacco out there, he's slanging that hoe. And that defense is so good right now, bro.
Oh, yeah, defense. They beat the Ravens.
And Joe Flacco and Amari Cooper starting. And you know who Joe Flacco really heating up with? Who David Njoku is nutting up with Joe Flacco, bro. He going nutty. I think I wouldn't be surprised if Cleveland did something with that defense. That defense travel, and Flacco got experience. And if I had to get another team in the NFC,
that would be hilarious if Joe Flacco went back and beat the Ravens in the playoffs.
Hey,
that would be hilarious.
That is that. If I had to pick another team in the NFC, it'd be the Lions. If the Lions able to get a playoff win, whoever it may be, versus. If they able to get a playoff win, they dangerous because they don't have nothing to play for. They playing with house money.
You talking about a bunch of young guys too.
Yeah, exactly. The only bad thing about that, if they overachieve this year, is that expectations next year are gonna be coming back. But the Lions got the formula. So? Yeah, because niggas start getting their own radio show. They start getting more commercials. Women, IG models start noticing them. They start getting big headed. That's what's gonna happen. The reason Seattle was able to survive that portion of it is because they got robbed, or they lost that playoff game to Atlanta. Was it to Atlanta they lost it to? And they was hungry and motivated to get back. But with the Lions, you know how Detroit is. But with the Lions, they got so much ahead of them next year. You got some draft picks. You got $60 million in cap. You don't have
draft in Detroit too, ain't it?
Yeah, the next year, you don't have to pay Jared Goff neither. Goff has another year, even though most quarterbacks don't play on a single year. So, they plan. If they get that playoff win, which I'm not sure they're gonna get it. Who knows? If they get that playoff win, bro, they is a dangerous team. Teams like Detroit, Tampa, Buffalo, who else I say? Cleveland. they windows, some of them windows is just not opening. But you talk about Philadelphia, um,
San
the
Francisco.
San Francisco, they windows is closing, bro. They windows is closing. So, like I continue to say, man, I think if the Lions get that playoff win, and if they let Buffalo win and the Lions get that playoff win, and you know what? Baker Mayfield, you got to give him his flowers. He balling.
Yeah, down in Tampa.
He balling. That motherfucker balling. So I would sleep on Tampa. They got a lot of experience too.
Oh
But
no, I'm definitely not sleeping on Baker Mayfield. Definitely not sleeping on. Yeah, I ain't sleeping
so
on.
I really think I'm really big on Buffalo. If they get in there, they got all the makings with a new offensive coordinator. They got all the makings, I think, to be to make the run. I don't see nobody that's dominant in the AFC like that other than Baltimore.
Yeah, they definitely dominate. That defense is crazy.
But I wouldn't want to
Lamar's
see
crazy.
if I'm the 49ers, the Eagles, the Ravens, I would not want to see Cleveland, Detroit after a win, and Buffalo. If I'm the 49ers, I don't want to see the Rams. I don't want to see them. No division opponents. I don't want to see them. None. But it's shaping up to be probably be one of the best playoff runs ever. But for me, my fandom is with the Lions, obviously, and Lamar Jackson after that. But my gut feeling telling me right now, and I could be 100% wrong. Buffalo. Only the reason I really don't like Miami, I don't like how Miami don't commit to the run. That's my only issue with Miami.
Too much. What's the must? I like say his name. Muster.
I
How you
like
say his
Mostert.
name?
I like
Moster.
I like him. And what's the other Akon? What's the boy name? Akon, Aki back. I love them. I just don't think I don't think they commit to the run enough. If Miami commit to the run,
They committed Tyreek Hill. That's
man,
what they commit to.
sometimes when you go out there, you going out to Baltimore, you ain't about to throw that motherfucker out there in Baltimore and it's 13 degrees and that little noodle arm quarterback you got. You ain't going out there.
Oh man.
It come a time in the playoffs, unless they're gonna be in my even playing in Miami. It come a time in every Super Bowl run, multiple times, you got to put a hat on the hat. You got to say, my guys up front is gonna move your guys against your will. And if you can't do that as an offense, we gotta make a Super Bowl run. I'm telling you. The main components to making a Super Bowl run, I would say it's 5 of them. It's momentum going into the playoffs. You want to run the ball, stop the run. You want to have a good quarterback play. That don't necessarily mean you got to have a Tom Brady or Peyton Manning. You got to have a hot quarterback. Remember, Joe Flacco got hot on that run. Aaron Rodgers is a great quarterback. He got hot on his run. And then the 5th component of it is you need to be able to get after the passer. If you can
I was
have
about to
those,
say the weather. About to say the weather can play a factor too,
but
depending on your
but the thing
quarterback.
about the weather, that go back to being able to run the ball and stop the run. Great defense, and great run games, they travel. They travel. A great passing game can't travel and go play in the fall game in Chicago. A great passing game is not probably going in the Ice Bowl in Baltimore. You could win it, but I think those are the opponents you really need the 5 you really need to have. And we've seen quarterbacks get hot like Blake Bortles. He got hot for 3.5 rounds. Had he had another great half versus New England, Jalen Ramsey probably would have another Super Bowl ring under his belt, or they would have went to the Super Bowl. So yeah, I
I don't know
mean,
if you don't playing cold ass Philly right now. I don't know.
I wouldn't mind going to Philly because the way they giving it up, bro.
I'd rather try to get above them. I'd rather,
Bro, the way they giving it up, man, shit, they fans probably gonna boo them out the stadium. They probably gonna be cheering for your team. I really ain't tripping over Philly, bro, because Philly pass defense is and then they front 7 is just, I don't know, man. It ain't doing what it's supposed to do. But they got 3 weeks to get it together, though. I don't want to see a mobile quarterback, so I agree with you on that. but that boy ain't so mobile since he hurt his knee. What? And he ain't throwing the ball the same neither. But it's so funny how he's just such a nice guy, and people just praying on the man downfall. I understand Cowboy fans, I get it, right? But Jalen Hurts is such a nice, good character guy. He get a lot of hate. Oh, I told you he wasn't that good. I told you he was trash. Like the boy was 10-3. Why do people
Nice
not
people
like
get
Jalen
torn
Hurts?
down the most, bro. Nice people get torn down the most. It's his life.
I mean, at the end of the day, what the fuck did he do wrong? He's the nicest guy, bro.
Well,
Humble
yeah, saying
guy.
Philly is a ruthless,
I get that. I
ruthless
get that. I
city.
get the Cowboy fans, but the hate that he get
Are you
outside of
from
that,
outside
bro.
of Philly?
Yeah, exactly. And outside of Philly and Dallas, the hate that he get, how can you not like the kid? How can you not like the kid? Why people praying on the man downfall? Why?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't get it. Like
Well,
it's nothing. It's
I mean,
nothing
he a
not the
black quarterback too, though. I mean, that's gonna
okay
come with
then,
the
but it's
territory.
nothing not to like. It's nothing not to like about the guy. He ain't cocky. He ain't
I mean,
celebrating.
you a black quarterback, you gonna get
Come on, man. I just let you know the stereotype is what it is, bro.
yeah, that's come with the
How they
territory.
say, well, Lamar would have more commercials if he would cut his dreads and not act. Well, Jalen Hurts is the complete opposite.
If Lamar Jackson was white, he would have more commercials.
I
Baker
mean,
Mayfield got 20
yeah,
million
I mean,
commercials,
but
and
I
they
would
did a
say,
thing.
I would say as well that yeah, about the Cam Newton comments he made, they got mad, but it's talking about, oh, Cam Newton, you ain't in the league no more, and I'm just looking like Cam Newton literally took the JV Cast Tech offense to the Super Bowl. Did he not?
He did. He
He put
did.
them ninjas on his back, bro. Like his best
The
receiver
JV Cast
was
Tech. That's
Jericho.
a
His best receiver was Jericho Cotchery, bro.
took Southfield
No
High School
cap.
to the playoffs.
No cat, he didn't have no line down there, man, bro. Like I be seeing some of these people on. I be turning off ESPN, bro. I really do. Only person I really like to listen to on ESPN, bro, for real, that they got left. I don't mind Pat McPhee because I watched the show, but Marcus Spears, Shannon Sharp, Ryan Clark, and that's about it for real.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. You watch way. I think the only thing I watch is College Game Day when it comes on. That's the only thing I
Yeah, man.
watch.
I don't even watch that number, but them the only ones I like. I like the Pivot podcast with Ryan Clark. So yeah, them the only ones I really like. I don't mind Keyshawn and Richard Sherman over there. I just don't like the format over there.
ESPN is too.
I love for Richard Sherman,
Yeah,
dude. Every
too
time he said,
agenda.
even though
Too
every time,
agenda.
anytime Richard Sherman say, anytime you try me with a sorry receiver like Michael Crabtree, that's the results you gonna get. I say, yeah, I'm a fan. I'm a fan. That shit was funny. That will always be. I'm gonna get that sound clip. That will always be funny to me, bro. That would never for not be a memory in my mind, bro. That was one of the greatest like memories ever, dog. Like, man, Richard Sherman was I love that Seattle team. Everybody.
No, I ain't gonna lie. I just don't like Seattle. Like, I
I love
don't
that
like Seattle.
team. Oh,
I hate Seattle. I like
Marshawn.
Marshawn Lynch, but other than that,
You ain't like
I
Cam
don't.
Chancellor?
I don't like Seattle, bro. I don't
You
know
ain't like
because they
Cam?
Calvin Johnson game. I still just
Oh
don't like him
man,
because of
man,
that,
you
bro.
don't,
I just don't like Seattle, bro.
listen here, as a Lion fan, you don't like nobody. If you
Nah,
gonna talk about
I
teams,
like Frisco.
if you talk about teams we got fucked over by, you ain't gonna like nobody.
I
Chicago
like
messed us
I like
over with the
Frisco.
Calvin Johnson catch. Uh, the shit that happened in Seattle, the fake holding call in Green Bay a couple years ago.
Dallas.
The Atlanta touchdown where Golden Tate wasn't down and it should have been a touchdown. Dallas cheating us in the playoff game and the Dominican Sue. I could just keep
Do
going
you say
on
the
and
Green
on.
Bay? Did you say Green Bay one?
Green Bay, yeah, I said that one. Yep, the one on Monday night. Where should we start? The Hail Mary. But let me finish these comments so if I get up. What AFC team would you want to play in the Super Bowl? Man, I don't mind. I don't mind it, dude. If we gonna lose, I'd rather lose to Lamar. I'll just say that. But I want to make the Super Bowl. We gonna lose though. I'll be real with you. Baltimore wins. We somehow get the number 1 seed. Go out. Well, I think it's gonna go by common opponent, so it's still gonna be tough to get the number 1 seed. But I don't see 49ers having a meltdown. Lamar Gibbs and Montgomery would be crazy. I mean, we'll see what Hendon Hooker can do. I think Hendon Hooker was a primary runner when he was at Virginia Tech. So we'll see. At some point, maybe not. Armando S. If Buffalo gets in, they will be the hottest team going into like Tampa 2020 Green Bay. That's exactly what I'm saying. You see the trend, and also the thing that the Green Bay team had in common with them was they started running the ball with James Starks, and they had a lot of success in that run. Nobody remember that James Starks really opened that success up for them. The ability to run the ball. He was just as much as the MVP in that playoff run as Aaron was. But are the best shot second if we can. Yeah. I mean, I don't mind going to see the 49ers if we get a win, bro. I don't mind it, bro. Get that shit out the way. If we lose, we lose. The Lions, Cleveland is playing with house money right now. And really the Bucks playing with a lot of house money right now. I would say Baltimore, I don't know. Baltimore window still fairly open, but the Lions window just not starting to open. So crazy part is the Eagles fans really thought Matt Patricia was gonna save them, but he didn't call a bad defense in Detroit. Remember, he was the one that set the blueprint on how to beat Kansas City, and Bill Belichick used that blueprint, I think, in the AFC Championship game. So he's not a bad quarterback, but that was a really bad call. But maybe that's what they was comfortable in. But they did only they were playing the backup. If they keep running the ball, we would have beat Chicago. Exactly. So I don't really understand it. Jameer Gibbs is fire, but I just think they reserving him. But he got to get better at running routes and catching the ball. I don't think the Rams defense is good enough. Every time it would be a shootout, man. They wouldn't have lost to Baltimore if it wasn't for that kick return. So I don't know, man. Matthew Stafford was slanging down a really good Baltimore defense, man. So you think Aaron Glenn is going to come back on this play? Going to make a comeback on his play call? He did good. He done that before. They do good in a game. His back against the wall, and then they come back and be shitty. Man, he need to make the adjustment. Put Melifanu at corner, right? If you play the 49ers, you put Tracy Walker, any mobile quarterback. We play it for them. Make Tracy Walker a linebacker and be done with it. Them are the adjustments you need to make. So, undisputed format is terrible. New lineup every day. One day Sherman, next day Lil Wayne, Yellow Beezy. The only good thing about it is Bubba Dub being on there when he is. So yeah, I think it's terrible. I think they really need they probably need an actual host. I want that matchup with CJ and Debo in the playoff. Yeah, the one thing about Debo, man, I fuck with Debo. I ain't even gonna cap. But Gardner Johnson been my boy since the draft, though. I was saying the Lions should have got him out of Florida, but I'm gonna ride my boy. But I fuck with Debo though. Debo a physical guy. There's a lot of like players I like on opposite teams. For years I was a huge Brett Favre fan. In his heyday, I love Sterling Sharp. Charles Woodson was my favorite college football player of all time. There's not a college football player that I love more than Charles Woodson. That is my motherfucking dog. I remember that whole Rose Bowl run. He won the Heisman. I think my favorite college football player is Charles Woodson and Ricky Williams. That Ricky Williams is my second. I watched that whole Ricky Williams run too. Charles Woodson, Ricky Williams is my two favorite college football players, bar none. If I had a third, it'd be Vince Young. I ain't a Longhorn fan. They just happen to have some guys I really, really like. So I'm a Michigan fan, but yeah, I'm a huge. I was Charles Woodson, man. He is the creme de la creme of college football for me, bro. I remember that run. Brian Greasy, all those guys, man. They played Washington State. Charles Woodson was. I ain't seen nothing like it. Nothing like it. So I'm going to tell you, CJ, this playoff coming up might be the best ever. Yeah, I think it might be, bro. So NFL keep coming with a great product. NBA going to step their game up. What she tell them on the what she tell them on the Boondocks? She said, "You gotta step your game up." My egg button was broke. That shit was funny. Yeah, Reggie Bush was a beast in college. I didn't really care for USC though. Reggie Bush, Carson Palmer was good. Matt Leinart was hot. But in college, he was doing some good things. Oh, Drew Brees. I like the run he had to the Rose Bowl too. Drew Brees. Yeah, I was rooting for them. I ain't gonna lie. People not gonna like this. But I was rooting for Maurice Claret like a motherfucker in that I was rooting for Maurice Correct, and especially in the national championship game. That's the only time I like the story. Miami. I had nothing against Miami. I like Miami, but they just had like 55, all like American caliber players, and it was like Maurice Correct going against the Monstars of football on his own. They robbed the hell out of Miami though. They did. They robbed Miami though. That was sad though, but Chris Gamble, I think, won it at the end. Another really good corner who played two ways in college. Um, but yeah, Jameson. Oh, Cam Newton, famous Jameis. Cam was another good one. Cam was my dog. So yeah, it's people go back as far as Charlie Ward, Peter Warwick. It's a bunch of really really good guys, man. But my memories was Charles Woodson and Ricky Williams. Those was my two. I mean, college football was fire. I mean, college basketball was even fire back in the day, bro. College basketball was even fire, man. It sucks now. If we win the conference finals, do you feel comfortable playing golf? I mean, it depends on what it looked like. I got to look like Michigan winning a natty or the Lions winning the playoff game. I would say the Lions win a playoff game. It sound like the Chargers interested in hardball too, so I'm gonna go Lions win the playoff game. I mean, that's what I think more likely to happen. Alabama tough matchup, and then you have to go see Washington or Texas. It's possible. I don't know. I'll probably go just with the Lions 1 game versus 2. I pray the Cowboys don't make the NFC Championship game. I mean, look here, as long as they don't make the Super Bowl, I don't care. I probably won't watch it if they make the Super Bowl. I ain't gonna cap unless Lamar in it. You ain't gonna hear the end of that shit. This time I think we're better for. You think we're better? I mean, whatever they've been playing, you got to just go with the even front right now. So I'll just roll with the even front. But I think, the 4-3 even front. He said, yeah, but I was laughing because NFL season don't end until the mid-February. NBA is crying right about now. Believe me, I love basketball, my favorite sport. It used to be my favorite sport, man. I wasn't a big Michael Jordan fan. I'm from Detroit, but even when Mike was dominating, it was a better sport. Right now it's just a free throw 3-point shooting contest. I can't really watch a lot of basketball no more, man. It's a horrible product. It's not a man sport no more. The players just cry and shoot free throws and shoot threes. The players not as skilled. They're not as durable. But I think the good thing about it is some turnover coming. You got the new guys coming in, new blood, SGA, Edwards, and these guys. But I will say this. If they had league pass in the 90s, bro, they probably would have cleaned up. The league was a better league in the 90s and the early 2000s. It really was. It was a better league. Even the video games was better. Remember Live 2000? Was it 2001? You had to beat Michael Jordan and lock his ass? Oh, you had to beat him on hard. I forget what it was called on Live. I mean, even the video games was better. Man, I miss being back in the day, going to Blockbuster and shit like that. So the NFL said they're about to do an NFL Pro Bowl, black and white. They ain't gonna do that shit. I seen Rashad Mendenhall say that shit. Yeah. He said, not gonna lie, basketball's been down since KD went to Golden. I mean, it was down before that, to be honest, bro. It was down before that. To be honest. You just didn't look at it that way because Miami and LeBron was bringing TV ratings. It was terrible before that. To be honest, it really went down the drain. It really went down the drain when LeBron went to Miami. That's kind of when it really went down the drain, bro. Like when the 2000s was over with, it was a wrap. I think the final gift was Kobe and in Boston and all them. It really went down the drain, bro. Like when he went and joined Miami, that made it okay for KD to do so. Nobody ever talks about that. Well, Miami didn't win. Miami, man, come on, man. You got Bosh, who was a top 15, 10 player. You went the way, like, that was the weakest shit of all time. I ain't mad at KD for doing it. LeBron did it. The best player in the league do it. Why I can't do it? So I don't really think that destroyed basketball per se. I don't even think none of that really destroyed basketball. I think Michael Jordan and the flagrants and the crying, hand checking, they go back deeper than LeBron. The hand checking, the touch fouls, Then the Pistons and the Spurs had a lot to do with it. They didn't want to see 80, 70, 60-point games, but they was competitive games and they wanted people to score more points. And even though they're scoring more points, it's just not an organic experience anymore. It's never really been an organic experience since they've been on TV, but it's too far from an organic experience anymore. It's too manufactured. You know what I'm saying? It's manufactured. It's a free throw 3-point shooting contest. He said LeBron losing to Dallas and San Antonio is watchable. I mean, you can make a case that, LeBron going up against Golden State was watchable. I mean, you can make a case that last year who won, people like the NBA is in a turnover, bro. Like they got to turn over new stars. Big fellas has never been profitable like, Shaq or Hakeem. Like they've been dominant, but people always flock to the Jordans, to the Kobe's, to the Iversons, and now it's a guard league and they marketing guards, and that's why the big fellas want to be guards. But right now it's just too much touch fouls, too much softness, too much the referees being the stars of the game, too much threes, too many free throw shooting contests. It's just they got a lot to fix in the game, And football kind of trying to take away the big hits. They basically want you to let them catch the football now, and but I'll leave you this one sport I've been enjoying watching the most is hockey. I've been watching the Wings. That's some national televised games. I got YouTube TV, so I've been enjoying watching the Wings play a lot, man. And they really ain't fucked up hockey yet. But once hockey become profitable again, um, maybe the lockout was a blessing. The hockey is still hockey. I'm gonna go down there to a game, I believe. Who's gonna be the face of the league? Well, Anthony Edwards out here, doing what young guys do. He kind of has some controversies with the slur and with the IG model wanting to keep the baby and all that, man. All these women, all they want is, man, they just look at the especially these young women, man, especially if you're a target, bro. Like, I mean, it's 3 reasons that a lot of these younger women want to have babies with you. One, they think a baby gonna keep you, and they want to be attached to you as a man. 2, they want passive income, even though it's not passive. Passive income is you're making money off of something that you don't have to really physically do nothing to get the money. You know what I'm saying? So it's a revenue or income. If you invest in the stocks, now you got money, your dividends coming in, you got money coming in without really having to do much. And those usually are the 2 main reasons why. Either they want the money, they want to or they want to always be attached to you. And this is why they tell a lot of dudes stay away from single mothers, because especially with mothers that have babies but by men, and they anytime they want to act like they right, they always gonna want to keep their family together. So that's why they kind of tell you, like, that's the main reason, 2 main reasons why. Either it's an attachment to you or it's a money thing. You know what I'm saying? Or, and then, some women just feel like they need a companion. So that's usually more older women, like women in their 30s or their mid 30s before they, they just want to have kids. It's just, now they want a companion. They want a companion, but people don't know how much work it is putting in having a kid, bro. It's a lot of work, bro. Especially if you have a daughter, that shit gonna cost you a lot of fucking money. Um, yeah, the quote that you mentioned about college basketball was good in the 80s, 90s. I actually watched old games on Utah, especially with LV. Hey, yo, the last really great game I remember watching was that national championship with Villanova and North Carolina. Was that shit was whatever the one where the guy in Villanova hit the shot to win the game at the end. I was happy for Jay Wright. It was one of my favorite college coaches. Red Wings are the Yankees, LA Lakers, and Cowboys of hockey. Yeah, they are. And Eiserman seemed like he doing a good job kind of bringing them cats back. But hey, appreciate y'all. You slide up out here, get ready to hit the sack. Hey, appreciate y'all, man. I put this on Spotify tonight. The link's in the link tree. This will be in a power stream. Shout out to all the Pistons and Lions fans for watching. If you haven't, thumbs up the video on your way out. Peace.